Hi everyone. Okay, just got back from Singapore after Chinese New Year, and now we're back in Bangkok. So this is actually the first video I'm making that shows my face. So let's see how that works out. So this video is specially made for the Trust Quick Industry Analysis Facebook group, and today I want to talk a little bit about funnels. So funnels, okay, what do I mean? Let me try to draw a little bit of relevance to what we are doing right now in Facebook. Most of us don't actually have a funnel, right? Or rather, it's a one-step funnel where you run Facebook ads directly to the product, right? And what happens is that the customer either buys or doesn't buy, and the customer is gone. Okay, and right now in the last 3 months, we have been working on something quite different, which we call the sales funnel, which has been actually around for, I don't know, a few hundred years, so it's nothing new. We got this from Ezra Firestone. So what happens is that you now don't sell to your customer directly. You bring him through this multi-step by step process. Okay, so you have step one, which is the ad, and you don't bring them to the product store directly. You bring them to some kind of content engagement, and then you show them your entire product catalog, and then finally your product. And if that guy doesn't buy, it continues, right? We will now maybe retarget him, maybe collect his email. So you get the idea. Instead of a one-step process, now it becomes like 10 steps. Okay, and the customer value increases, and of course it takes some time to set all this up. In fact, it took us 3 months to get all the systems up, and the ROI is good, right? Customers feel a lot more engaged, and we are getting a lot more messages coming in, a lot more emails coming in, and also people are trusting us more. How do we know that? It's because we are giving people discount codes, but what happens is that the same email that goes out that tells them the discount code gets sales, but they are actually not using the discount code. And if they want to use the discount code, they actually write in and say, hey, can you help me to apply, right? Why? Because, our target audience is actually a bit older, they're not so good with technology, and as a result, they don't really know how to key in the discount code. I think there's some problem with our team as well. Okay, and I think this is a really very interesting concept, not just in Facebook, not just in business, but also in life. I've also been applying this to my life. So there are two things I want to just share about. Number one is when you're picking up a girl. The second one is when we are recruiting people to join our company, right? Instead of thinking of the end conversion point when you're trying to pick up a girl, right? You keep trying to think, what do you have to say, what do you have to do, but actually you don't have to think that much, right? Because instead of thinking of the final point, which is just buy or don't buy, okay, you now have a 10-step process, of which today is just trying to bring her out to have a movie and dinner, right? We are like 10 more meetings away from the conversion goal. And the best way to increase the conversion percentage and the ROI at the end, surprisingly, is not to think about the end, but to think about just today, which is step one, right? Step one out of 10 days. Okay, and just enjoy the dinner, appreciate the person, make her feel happy, which has very little to do with the end conversion goal. This is just the first point. But if you do it right, okay, you realize that if given a large set of data points, okay, you will realize that it's very funny, okay, just by enjoying the dinner and by enjoying the movie and talking about the movie and how fantastic is it and how much you enjoyed that first meeting together, you realize that, at step number 10, your ROI and your conversion rates shoot up. I know because I've tested it. Okay, so that's about life, that's about girls. The next thing I want to talk about is about recruiting people. So I've been trying to go around to talk to my friends to recruit them, and I've seen some people that I don't talk to, and so they are not very interested because we don't know each other very well. And there's a group of people that are interested even before I started any business. Why? That's because I maintain contact with them. Okay, and I think of this as again a 10-step process, right? Instead of a one-step process. What's a one-step process? I come to you, I say, hey, I want to hire you, and you say yes or no, right? And most of the time it's going to be a no. And I realized that that's not a very effective method of trying to recruit people, because people, they're just like customers, right? They want to get to know you. This is a lifelong choice. It's going to be many years. This is a very important thing for them. Maybe to you as a businessman, they are just one out of your 10, 20 employees, but to them, you are their only boss, right? So they have to think a lot. So they want to hear you more. They want to see you more. They want to know everything they can. They want to try you out, right? So it's very much like a customer that wants to buy $1,000 product, but doesn't want to buy on the first day. They want to spend like read 10 of your emails, try a $5 product from you before they decide to buy. So actually our friends are no different from that, right? They also want this, they also want to learn more about you. So what I did is, for the people that I'm trying to recruit right now, what I do is I don't focus so much on the recruitment. But of course they know that I'm trying to recruit them, right? I told them directly that I want you in my company, okay? But there's that hesitation, right? Because they are now in another company. I'm also not sure if I can work with them. My personality is not easy to work with, right? So what we do is, okay, we maintain contact every week, every month. We keep going back, right? And what happens is that all I need to do is to focus on how you are, right? How's your current job? Is there anything that I can do for you? Is there anything that you can help me with so we can, learn more about each other? And that's like 10 contact points, before the actual hire, right? So now it's February. I probably get people in my company by June, but from February to June, every 2-3 weeks, I'm contacting them to find out how they are. And I realized that these are the group of people that are ready to join you, even though they don't know much about your company, because they trust you, right? So again, the focus is back on the funnel. Okay, the focus is back on this thing called the multi-contact point, where you spend a lot of time talking to the same customer or the same person or the same goal on multiple occasions, even to achieve a final goal, right? Usually a purchase. And all you have to do is not to think about the purchase, but to think about that point, to make the experience good, to make it enjoyable, to make the guy like what they are doing, and believe and expect that one first contact point to actually increase your conversion and ROI at the back. Right, so thank you very much for watching.